Welcome to the world of Liaozai. Last week's question was, what major natural disaster occurred in China in 1976? The answer is the Tangshan earthquake, one of the deadliest earthquake disasters known in history. The 7.6 magnitude quake hit the city of Tangshan in northern China early in the morning on July 28th. Completely destroying the city and leaving several 100,000 people dead. The same year also saw other major earthquakes in southern China, the deaths of Chinese leaders Mao Zedong and Zhou Enlai, and the end of the Cultural Revolution. Right, let's lighten the mood a bit after all that talk of disasters. Pu Songling was fond of finding humour in any situation, so today we're going to look at two accounts of amusing deaths in Liaozai. The first account is called Kuai Dao, or Keen Blade, and it happens at the end of the Ming Dynasty, around the time Pu Songling was born, when law and order had largely broken down. At the end of the Ming Dynasty, there were many bandits in the Jinan area. Each county maintained an army, and when bandits were captured, they were always killed. Bandits in Jiangzhou were particularly numerous. One soldier carried a sword that was extremely sharp and always hit the spot. One day, about 10 bandits who had been caught were being taken to the main street for execution. One of the bandits, who recognized this soldier, hesitantly told him, "I've heard you have the keenest blade, and you never need a second go when cutting off heads. Please be the one to kill me." The soldier said, "Sure, take care to keep close to me. Don't leave my side." The bandit followed him to the execution ground, where he wielded his sword and cut the bandit's head clean off. After rolling several paces, the head was still spinning as it exclaimed in admiration, "What a keen blade!" I've heard of bodies twitching, moaning, and even farting after death. But for the head to still speak after it's been severed is something quite special. The next account I'm going to read today is called Zhu Wen, or Old Man Zhu. It tells of an old man who has recently died and whose body has been laid out on a bed in a funeral hall before burial. In Zhu village of Jian, there was an old man named Zhu, who died of illness in his 50s. His family entered his rooms to arrange the mourning garments, and suddenly heard the old man yelling desperately. All of them rushed to the funeral hall to find that he had come back to life. They all expressed their delight, but the old man merely told his wife, "I'd already gone, with no intention of coming back. But on the way, I kept thinking about you, this old bag of bones, left behind in the hands of our children, relying on them all the time, and with nothing more to live for. You'd be better off going with me. So I came back home to let us leave together." Everyone took these words for the ravings of a recently revived man, and didn't set any store by them at all. But then the old man repeated them. His wife said, "Well, that would be really lovely, but you've only just come to life. How could we die just like that?" "That's no problem," said the old man with a wave. "The routine family matters you can swiftly deal with." The wife smiled but didn't leave. Again the old man urged her on, so she went out of the door, waited for a few moments, and went back in, pretending all had been properly arranged. The old man told her to quickly make herself up. When she didn't go, he pressed her impatiently. She couldn't bear to go against his wishes, so soon she appeared in skirt and makeup. The daughters-in-law all laughed up their sleeves. The old man shifted his head on the pillow and patted the bed to tell his wife to lie down. The wife said, "Our sons and daughters are all here. What sort of spectacle would it make, the pair of us lying stiff?" Pounding the bed, the old man said, "What's so funny about dying side by side?" Seeing he was losing his temper, the sons and daughters together urged their mother to go along with what he said. The wife did as she was told, and lay down stiff beside him on the pillow. Again, all of the family laughed at them. After a short time, the woman's smiling face suddenly became serious. Then slowly, both eyes closed completely, and there was a long silence, just as if she was sleeping. When everyone took a close look, they found her skin already cold and no breath from her nostrils. They checked the old man, and he was the same. All were shocked and distressed. In the 21st year of Kangxi, the old man's sister-in-law was serving in the home of Magistrate Bi and related this in great detail. It's a funny, strange, and touching account. At the end, Pu Songling comments, "Had the old man always been so eccentric, freely coming and going on the pathless road to the underworld? That's odd." And when the grey-haired gentleman ordered his wife to go with him, she obeyed him so placidly. If everyone behaved like this, there'd be no need to make provision for one's widow. I appreciate this cheerful, unafraid approach to death. It reminds me of the wakes I've attended in China, with loud music blasting out all night, while the mourners sit around drinking and playing cards beside the open casket. That's a much better way to mark someone's passing than a solemn service in a cold church. Seeing as this week's accounts have been all about death, here's an easy question for you. In the West, black is the usual color of mourning, but what is the traditional color of mourning in China? I'll get the answer next time. Until then, make sure to keep your head on your shoulders.